The treasure dye is a new dye added in the recent update known as the Backwater Bayou. Bayo? Mayo? Okay, I don't even know. The Backwater Bayou can be found by going on this random boat and sailing to the middle of nowhere. Once you get there, you realize that this is not the foraging update and get your ass right back on that boat, bro. Okay, anyways, the dye drops from fishing up treasure. Not just any treasure, though. 3 entire tiers of it. But first, let me explain how treasure fishing works. First, you must fish. Then, when you catch a fish, your treasure chance stat will determine what chance you have that when you catch something, it will be a treasure. Then, once you have the treasure, you have an 89% chance to get a good catch, a 10% chance of getting a great catch, and a 1% chance of getting an outstanding catch. First, you got the shit can tier, with the equivalent of fishing up, like, I don't know, like a used sponge. In this category, there's a 1 in 1 million chance of dropping the dye. Then, we have the Great Catch tier. Now, the treasure dye has a 1 in 100,000 chance to drop from great catches. Great catches will occur 10% of the time from all treasure catches. Then, we have the Outstanding Catch tier, which will occur 1% of the time, but have a 1 in 10,000 chance to drop the treasure dye. Since the treasure dye drops from treasure, the only reasonable solution here to get the dye faster is to fish up treasure faster, so you would need as much treasure chance as possible to increase the rates, because if you do not fish up a treasure, the game will not calculate the roll for treasure fishing. If only there was an update entirely dedicated to reworking fishing. Oh wait, there is! For your rod, you will want the Rod of the Sea. For the rod parts, which are arguably the most important part of your setup, you would want the Junk Sinker, which gives treasure chance, the Speedy Line for the increased fishing speed, and the Treasure Hook for its amazing passive ability, which stops players from catching sea creatures and reduces it to only items and treasure. Now let's talk about treasure chance. There's not too many sources of treasure chance in the game, and we must take advantage of all of them if we want to drop the treasure dye. Obtaining fishing level 50 grants 5 treasure chance. The hermit crab pet grants 0.2 treasure chance per player with the hermit crab on in your vicinity, capped at +1 total. The golden bait technically gives the most treasure chance in the game, but according to some nerd, blessed bait actually significantly increases the chances of dropping a treasure dye. For your equipment, you would want the 3/4 backwater set for plus 0.1 treasure chance per piece and the frozen amulet. Wait a minute, why would Hypixel do this? We already have a jungle amulet, which is a talisman. Why is the frozen amulet a literal necklace that you can wear, but the jungle variation goes into a literal bag? It doesn't make any sense. Whatever. But it does give 0.5 treasure chance, for a total of 0.8 treasure chance from all the equipment. For accessories, there's the seal ring for plus 0.2 treasure chance, and a junk artifact for a whopping 7.5, totaling at plus 7.7 treasure chance. As I've mentioned previously, you would want the Rod of the Sea, as it's now the best water rod fishing speed-wise. Rest in peace to all the Shredder investors. The Trashy Reforge from the Overflowing Trash Can grants plus 0.5 treasure chance, and Luck of the Sea 7 from the Gold Bottle Cap provides another plus 3.5 treasure chance, for a total of plus 4 treasure chance from a rod. As I said before, the treasure hook allows us to never catch sea creatures, so we don't have to wear full trophy hunter armor and thus can throw on a tiki mask for plus 2 treasure chance when fishing in a hotspot. In fact, we don't have to wear any trophy hunter armor at all. Its fishing speed perk only works when you're wearing the full set. So we could replace it with something like Recom's Festive Magmalord with 2 perfect aquamarines. Or what if we sacrificed whatever's left of our fishing speed in exchange for plus 0.3 more treasure chance? That's right. 3/4 Recom Festive Backwater Armor, bringing our total treasure chance from armor to 2.3 treasure chance. But Semi! Stereo Pants Semi! You see, the Junk Sinker doesn't overwrite the Stereo's passive ability, it actually synergizes with it, creating a silly junk treasure message. And so instead of catching the treasure dye, you actually will catch a nice little disc. And the Stereo Pants pool actually rolls before the treasure dye pool. Thank you, Hypixel. Very cool. Anyhow, the final step is to find yourself a nice, cozy little hot tub with +1 treasure chance written all over it, and you can begin hunting the scrumptious, absolutely magnificent dye with a grand total of 31.8 treasure chance. However, there is a catch. With how many sources of fishing speed we gave up in pursuit of maximum treasure chance, we have encountered a minor inconvenience, so to speak. The only 4 places we can fit perfect aquamarines into are our tiki mask, our fishing rod, and a relic of power, which you would definitely want to ice out with all the infinity stones, as higher rarity equals more buffs from the perfect aquamarine. We can put seaweed on the hermit crab for another 10 fishing speed. We can get everything in the game that gives us fishing speed, but we're still short by a significant margin. According to the testing done by my Discord admin Ashley, we're missing about 55 fishing speed. So, is it Jover? Do we have to turn back and replace our backwater armor with recombed Festive Magma Lord? Is the max treasure chance dream dead? No, it can't be. We're at the semi-channel. We would never allow half measures. Let's start with the obvious, Hermit Crab Pet. Its passive ability grants us a whopping plus 40 fishing speed for 30 seconds upon catching a treasure. Even with max treasure chance, we can't guarantee us catching a treasure within 30 seconds. But we can assume at least a 99.9% uptime of the buff, which is good enough. That leaves us with 15 more fishing speed unaccounted for, which is perfect because there just so happens to be one particular item that covers just about that much fishing speed. It's the Agarimu Chum Cap. Place 1 and you're going to get plus 4 fishing speed. You can't place more than 1, but you can have other people place them right next to you for a max buff of 16 fishing speed. Since we already need 4 to 5 other people for the Hermit Crab buff, it sounds more than reasonable to have them all placing chum caps. And yes, chum caps will actually grief other people fishing for hotspot sea creatures, but who cares about their pitiful pursuit of bestiarian coins? Because why would you need to worry about coins when you have Outcro's calculator, the sponsor of today's video? That's right, I didn't get sued for leaking the link last video. We are so bad. Outcro's calculator is a free tool that grants you unlimited access to nothing but the best money-making methods. These methods range and can be done by anyone at any stage of the game. All you have to do is input your stats and it will grant you an accurate representation of your expected rates per hour. Granted, you don't get distracted. It has a ton of flexibility and even keeps track of rates when pet leveling or flying to Las Vegas to kill some dragons. There's also a 1 in 1,000 chance that you get rickrolled when clicking on a YouTube tutorial with it. Thank you, Outcro's calculator, for covering my gambling addiction. Okay, let's take this at a normal pace, shall we? This puts us at just above 300 fishing speed, and just in case Ashley miscalculated anything, putting Bob in time 5 on the Tiki Mask will get you 1 to 1.5 extra fishing speed on top of everything, and if not, you can always waste 750 mil putting Bob in time 5 on the backwater armor too. Now, we can fish with both max fishing speed and max treasure chance. Okay. So was it worth it? We're now able to catch treasure dye at a speed nobody will ever reach out of pure common sense. Well, according to some more calculation, assuming no server lag and assuming no human error, as well as assuming flash 5 and quick bite 5 on your rod, fishing with the blessed bait, a single treasure dye with this magnificent setup will take about 400 hours! Yeah, this dye's kind of stupid, but hopefully it'll actually become a difficult dye to grind. We can actually relax a little bit knowing that this dye will never be dropped. Wait, why does it have like 50 dropped already? So, we could replace it with something like Recon Festive Magma Lord with 2 pockets.